Hello everyone and welcome into today's session. I'm really looking forward to bringing through some light codes for you today. Today we are really connecting into the Divine Feminine, the Divine Masculine harmonization process. So that is my intention with bringing through the light codes, is really helping support you in whatever you are going through in this moment. As we gear up for the 7/7 portal on Sunday here in New Zealand time, what I really wanted to open up in this session is my own Kundalini Awakening that happened 2 years ago, almost to this date. And during that awakening, it really took me to some pretty dark places. My heart felt like it kind of shattered into a million pieces. And so today's session, I maybe will touch on a little bit of my own experience of going through a Kundalini Awakening and how we can hold the polarity and the duality of these experiences. You know, they are both taking us to our knees and beautiful and incredible and like the best connection to our soul that we've ever had, yet we unlock Pandora's box in our lives and our subconscious and the shadows, and everything rises to the surface because as we go through our ascension process, we are naturally going to bring up density in our field to clear out, to help us come into greater levels of embodiment and alignment. So this Sunday, my online monthly soul session where you can join me live, and we are going to take a deep dive with my guides and work in your field to help support this harmonization of your left and right hemispheres, but to help support your ascension process. So if you feel called to join the gateway, to join me live every single month in our beautiful community there, then jump onto my website, and you still have time to sign up for this live session with me on Sunday. So as this Kundalini Awakening happened for me, it wasn't something that I was seeking. It wasn't something that I even really knew much about until it happened. And boy, did it happen in a flash of light. I was really unprepared. I think that's the mantra of our lives, though, isn't it? We do not feel prepared for the things that we are going through. And this is where community and connection and support really does help give us this anchor point to nurturing and nourishing what we need in this moment, to slowing things down and feeling in and feeling supported, not feeling so alone. And this was my intention with creating this channel as well. So it was a lightning bolt of energy, which is quite often how it's described. And for me, it came straight from the tip of my tailbone and straight up and out the top of my head. So straight up my spine and straight out. And it was a lightning bolt within less than a second. It happened so fast, but at the same time, it was almost like it was in slow motion as well. And as the main electrical current went up, there was like these smaller circuitry points that were reconnecting, and it was kind of like a clicking that happened all the way up and out. And then I was held in this exalted state of euphoric bliss. Nothing I've ever experienced before, and that is given childbirth and everything. It is different. It's so completely different. This reconnection into your soul, this embodied experience of your soul, is really hard to put words to, because even when we start to put words to it, we're diminishing truly what it feels like. And so that lasted for a good couple of weeks, being in that state. It was just like I was on cloud nine. Everything was easy, everything was flowing, everything just felt so graceful, and I felt home in a different way to what my spiritual awakening and light language. I mean, it's just different again. It was so visceral in feeling the frequency of my soul. and every cell of my being radiated that. And so that embodiment level was just pure bliss. And within 2 to 3 months, it started kind of fading, and then it was like this drop in frequency, and all of my fears, all of my insecurities, all of my unprocessed trauma and pain from everything that I have been through, and I've been through a lot physically, it was all rising to the surface, and I was forced, I wouldn't say forced, but really, you know, there was no getting out of it. I had to deal with it all. And that's what I've been through in the last 2 years. Processing deep emotions, deep held pains, deep held beliefs, resistance to everything, that really a resistance to acceptance of myself. I had a lot of insecurities, a lot of separation from my own source of love. I really didn't accept my gifts for a really long time. I really wanted to just be normal. You know, I had so much judgment on myself. It really, a lot that I thought I had worked through, there was deeper layers, and a lot that I was not expecting to come in to my life kind of smacked me in the face and realized that, yeah, I had just put that in a box way down. I hadn't actually processed it. I hadn't dealt with it at all. So it's been a lot. And at the beginning of this year, I started to have glimpses of like a stabilized period of what I had before my Kundalini Awakening. Because before my Kundalini Awakening happened, I truly felt so stabilized. My life had really transformed in miraculous ways across the board. Like every element was and like felt like I was in flow. And then this Kundalini Awakening just kind of dropped me what felt like right back to square one again. Of course it wasn't, but that's what it feels like. And we really get made to sit with, to process, to observe, to hold space for. And it's, you know, we can't force it. We want to, my mind wanted to rush through and go, okay, well, this is cool. I'll just do this as fast as I can so that I can get back to where I was. And every time I was just brought back to my knees, and I was made to truly, really work through the deeper roots of what I was feeling, what I was suppressing, what was really wanting to come up, what I wanted to deny, what I didn't want to, you know, I was pushing away a lot of what my heart was feeling. And, you know, I think sometimes we get frustrated with our heart and the way it pulls us, because it is the complete opposite of what our mind wants, and really destabilizing to our life. So coming out the other side of it, and especially in this last few weeks, feeling more stabilized and like I have truly processed, and I can feel it because the energy within my entire life feels different again. And I am now connecting with guides that I haven't actually been able to connect with before. And that's been coming through a lot in my sessions and my soul sessions and my work, and just in myself when I'm connecting with my guides and spending time in sacred space every day. So it really, you know, it is messy. You know, there's a lot that we have to process. And so what we're really being called to do is to stabilize our connection into our heart, to build the foundations, to build solid foundations to our spiritual pillar, so we can hold ourselves better through these navigating storms of life, whatever that may look like for you. So today's session, I will just really honor the path that you're on with bringing these light codes through, to really help you feel supported, seen, and nourished in this moment. So closing down your eyes, taking a deep breath in and out. Really allowing yourself to be present in this space, be present with your body, be present with your mind, your emotions, and anything that you are going through right now. And as you step into the sanctuary of your heart, as you hold yourself in this beautiful pillar of light, Feel this beautiful sanctuary opening up for you where we are all connecting in together, each amplifying our connection point. So our frequency is rising. And as your pillar extends out and connects into this collective frequency of light, utilize your breath to take you deeper and deeper within this space. Slowing everything down, surrendering, opening, and receiving in this moment. Jamatu ireke en ai. Shori ik te androi imia tukole in narasi ik androi imia. Feeling held and suspended in this moment. Janto ikarok te in narasu umia. Like you are basking in the warmth of the sun, or emerged in a beautiful bath. Jalaki tahalla norekte inratuku. Feeling these codes like nectar for your soul. Shante e kaantu ukumbi ira. Jine to hurekte imi tuku mate e, flowing in and through. Jituruk tu undre ea. Ni tuku ma ai rese ek andrimia. Broi te e arahanto ukuma ai iris enea. Jorek te inara se ek andri imia te karosum. We inne tu rekt inara tu uku ummi I shurek te I. Jala andri I te anrisi ik airos umia. Shu ta aira sukt unri ema. Turning our gaze within as we constantly have it out. As we are constantly seeking outside of ourselves, we allow in this moment the energy to pour within, to give back, to nourish. Where we are in this moment of time in our lives, who we are in this moment in time in our lives. We accept wholeheartedly. Jamotuku te enia chaharok e kanto utu ummi I itikaira sa. Whatever we are going through, jane ikaro sum I shamatuku. The full spectrum of life, amai itikai rasu kushe e nika. That is working with you, jamatuku in each and every moment. Jeti to shape, to mold, jamatuku she'en ika, to give you the wisdom and experiences of life here on earth, jeti ikaro su'mi tikaira, to help you step forward with who you are becoming. Jamatuku umeshe e nete e kanomu, to harness the energy of the past, more sele e, and pull it up in frequency. Jotuku te e, to alchemize the pain. Jamatuku te en a, and harness it as wisdom and knowledge that is serving you in this moment right now. All the gifts that it has brought into your life, whether it be people, friends, your career that you are now doing, or the direction and purpose that you are now devoted to, that you have a desire, a connection point for change, what it is that it is serving you in this moment, the gift within that. Jamatu, it does not take away from the experience, Hashun de eka aira, but it can be alchemized. Jamatuku mi'aro su'u, Jamatikai as a part of you, Jamatuku umiata, that illuminates more light. Mete e chuku metikai, Shamatuku mia. These codes that we are working with, we are working with the parts that we are denying within ourselves. The parts of us that we are pushing away, and our heart is stepping forward to show you the way. May you trust the path, me he tu'u, how illogical it may seem to the mind, Shiamatu, that is opening up for you. Jenni ira sun ati ina te ea. Brame te kai rosu in I andro imea. Breathing in and out. And just spending a moment residing in this energy. Continue receiving for however long you feel called to be in this space. You may like to journal afterwards, to do some gentle movement, to go outside and ground, however you're called to move through from this session, taking your time. Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to our next time together.